morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm very well.
Estoy muy bien.
Yo siempre empiezo las entrevistas preguntando lo mismo. ¿Por qué haces cine?
I always ask the same question at the beginning of my interview. Why do you make cinema?
It's my living. It's my trade.
Es mi vida, es mi oficio.
I made my living
Así me gano la vida.
for my family, myself,
Para mi familia y para mí.
and my friends
Y para mis amigos.
by making movies.
Haciendo películas.
It's work.
Es
Daily
trabajo.
work.
Es trabajo.
¿Nothing all?
I like cinema.
Me gusta el cine.
I live my life through cinema,
He vivido la vida a través del cine.
and it satisfies me.
Y me satisface.
Ok. ¿Qué necesita un proyecto para que Jeremy Thomas se encargue de hacerlo, de la producción?
What does a project need to have in order for Jeremy Thomas wanting to be in charge of the production?
I just got to like the elements, particularly the subject,
Me tienen que usar los elementos, el
which
tema.
is in combination with the director,
Se combina con
and
el director.
and then also
Y
can I
también
achieve that?
si lo puedo conseguir.
I do think that I can achieve it well from my function as a producer.
Para funcionar como productor.
And can I deliver something
Puedo dar
that I will be proud of?
algo de lo que estar orgulloso.
¿El productor es importante para usted? ¿La amistad que haya o conocerlo de
Is the
antemano?
producer, is it important to know the director in advance? The
No,
friendship with the director?
it helps.
Ayuda,
It helps a lot.
ayuda mucho.
But
Pero
I think every
me
film,
parece que cada película,
maybe one,
quizá una,
two,
dos,
out of 70 plus,
de 7,
I'm very friendly with the
tengo una
people,
muy buena amistad con
very friendly with the directors,
el director.
because you become very friendly, intimate.
Acaba siendo muy amigo, relación íntima.
Okay.
Es extraño que entre todas las producciones en las que has participado no exista ninguna de terror. Lo más parecido sería The Shoot, tu primera producción.
It's kind of strange, he says, that among the different productions in which you have participated, there are not terror movies. The closer one to a terror movie would be The Shout.
Sexy, pero sí.
Yeah. Well, some of them are emotional.
Right.
I mean, the shout
El grito
had something fantastical in it.
tiene algo, un elemento fantástico, ¿no?
But
Pero
horror comes in many different, and terror is many different
terror
forms.
adquiere muchas
I
formas
mean,
distintas.
I would never make a slasher movie.
Yo nunca haría una
I mean, you
slasher
could
movie.
call First Love
Podrías
Last
llamar
Mickey. I mean, that's a lot
First Love,
of blood in Mickey
donde hay
movies,
mucha sangre en esas películas
and some sort of.
y una especie de...
But a terror movie,
Bueno, pero películas de terror
it's not. I don't really watch those. I mean, I'm not
no
looking
las
for
miro.
those films.
No busco ese tipo
You know,
de
of course,
películas.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre was amazing,
Esa
and you
es
know,
sorprendente.
Corpse Grinders and all those early films.
Y las primeras
But it's not
películas,
what
los
I'm
Rangers,
not
pero
interested. It's not.
no es-
It doesn't have any
no
profundity in it.
tiene-
Underneath of the film that makes me feel anything.
No hay nada
You know,
en la
kids in
superficie
trouble
de-
with somebody trying to murder them.
que
You know, it doesn't
me haga sentir nada.
trying to make that.
Asesinatos, no estoy intentando hacer eso.
It's not appealing to me.
No me atrae.
Pero Inglaterra tiene mucha tradición en el cine.
But there's a long tradition in England of horror movies.
Yeah, but for example, my father and my uncle
Mi
made
padre
80
y mi
comedies, pretty
tío
much,
hicieron 80 comedias.
and they were the most successful brothers, directors, incredible.
Los directores
I've never
hermanos de
I've
mayor
never made a
éxito.
comedy,
Yo nunca he hecho una comedia,
and I've never made a Hammer horror film.
ni una película de
But I
terror.
like, of course, Frankenstein.
Pero
And,
claro, me gusta Frankenstein.
but I'm looking for other. It's not original for me to remake
Para mí
Dracula, Frankenstein.
No es original.
We went a little bit close in the vampires in
Un
John
poquito
Wick.
cerca de los vampiros, quizá.
You know, vampires, bloodsuckers. I mean, that was
Chupasangres.
that was another. It was, but I would say that was a vampire film.
Eso era una película de vampiros.
But it was not a vampire. It was a different sort of vampire
Pero
film.
hay
You know?
distintos tipos de películas de vampiros.
Yeah.
¿Con qué película aprendió más a producir cine?
Which movie taught you more to produce cinema? The most.
I think all knowledge is connected. You know,
Todos los conocimientos están relacionados.
and you know, you learn. Obviously, I learned a lot
He aprendido mucho
from
a partir de
my father,
mi padre,
from Ken Loach,
de Ken Loach.
taught me about politics
Me enseñó sobre política
and started me off when I was a teenager,
y eso
17, 18 years old, 19 years old,
cuando era un adolescente.
into seeing something that I hadn't
18,
seen.
19 años, empezar a ver algo que no había visto hasta entonces.
Then I worked with Skolimowski, who
Después
taught me
trabajé con
about
Skolimowski,
European art movie
hablaba de
and
la película europea,
being
o
at
el arte
Łódź Film
europeo,
School, Łódź Film with Polanski,
la escuela
and
cinematográfica
bringing all that,
Polanski, y bueno, traer
seeing
todo
that, which was completely
Ver
different
todo
from what I'd seen
Escuela de
before.
Lodz.
totalmente distinto. Lots School.
Yeah, I learned, and so I learned a lot from him about how to watching. Oh, do it like you can do it like that.
De lo que podía hacer con la cámara,
And
hacer
I
esto,
learned
hacer
some
esto,
tricks about
algunos
how to, which I then
trucos
handed on to other people
que
that I
después
worked
he
with.
pasado a otras
Obviously,
personas
he
con
had a
las
lot.
que
Of,
trabajaba.
he knew a lot of tricks about filmmaking,
Aprendes muchos trucos.
which I could tell what they were, but I haven't got enough time. Simple things like carrying always a door frame
Sencillas
in the
como
back of a
llevar
van,
en la
of
parte
the-
posterior de la maleta.
so you can be going out of it or inside a door, wherever you are, on any landscape.
Para que puedas ponerlo en
It's a
cualquier
brilliant. It's a
paisaje.
brilliant idea,
Es una idea fantástica.
and so that was very simple. Always having a
Eso es
mirror
muy sencillo. Un espejo
to be
siempre,
carried by people
para que
to
la gente
shoot.
lo lleve.
I mean, those sort of ideas.
Filmar.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Son cosas que vas aprendiendo, truquillos.
And so then I worked with the master
Y
Nick Rogue,
después, estuve trabajando with
Nicholas Rogue,
Nicholas Rowe,
Nicolás
and he taught me about
y él me habló
men and women
de los hombres y las mujeres
and about relations,
y las
which
relaciones
I didn't I understood.
que yo no entendía.
Wow, that's incredible.
Increíble.
And so on. Oshima, he taught me about
Oshima,
Asia
Me
and
habló
Japan.
sobre
Bernard
Asia,
Bertolucci
sobre
taught me
Japón,
about
Bertolucci,
more than anybody taught
más
me
que nadie.
about. He was. I'm not. I didn't go to university. I'm not an intellectual. I left school at 17,
No he ido a la universidad, dejé de estudiar a los 17 años.
and I'm self-taught pretty much through cinema.
Me
And my
he hecho un
relations
nombre hecho a
with
mí
these
mismo
incredible
a
people,
través del cine, en relación con
who
personas increíbles,
I got so much knowledge
de las que he
from
obtenido tanto
Bertolucci
conocimiento
over 25 years
a lo
of
largo de 25 años.
poetry and art,
Poesía, arte,
architecture and
Arquitectura.
cinema from his point of view,
cine, desde su punto de vista, ¿eh?
and so on and so on.
Etcétera, etcétera.
So it was very good teachers,
Muy buenos profesores.
and I
muy
was
buenos
ready to,
maestros.
and I was ready to, my mind, and I was ready to learn when I wasn't ready to learn when I was a kid. I didn't want to
Estaba
learn.
dispuesto a aprender entonces, a lo mejor cuando era niño no.
¿Por qué crees que el cine de David Cronenberg se ha hecho cada vez más intelectual?
Why do you think David Cronenberg's cinema has become more and more intellectual?
I think it's not become more and more intellectual. I think the world around it has
Creo
become
que no
almost
es el
stupid.
cine, es el mundo a su alrededor que se ha vuelto más profundo.
Su entorno.
His environment, you mean?
I mean, the people who are looking at this stuff.
La gente que está mirando esas cosas.
Listen, the world has changed
El
since
mundo ha
Cronenberg
cambiado.
made Scanners, okay, and
Desde
The
que
Brood,
Cronenberg
and
hizo
his
esas
films have
películas.
remained
Y
constant.
sus películas se
It's
han
the world
mantenido de
around
manera
him
constante,
that's
por lo tanto,
become degraded,
el mundo alrededor de esas
degenerated.
películas se ha
He's 80
degenerado y
years old.
degradado.
The world who's looking at him has become
El
stupid,
mundo que lo mira se ha convertido en estúpido,
like Kardashian.
Es por
como
eso.
Kardashiano.
Entonces, David Cronenberg, el cine de sus inicios, los que hemos visto sus películas desde sus inicios, estamos un poco, no decepcionados, sino un poco confusos, ¿no?
So those of us who have seen his movies, David Cronenberg's movies, are not disappointed but a bit confused.
About his films.
Sobre sus
Sí,
películas,
sí, sus últimas películas.
latest films.
What the film? What I mean, which one? Which one?
A partir
¿Cuál?
a partir de Crash.
From The Crash.
No,
No.
incluido Crash no lo incluiría a partir de entonces. En los
Not
años-
including Crash.
Well, Dangerous Method, which I made with him
Método
after.
peligroso,
Sí.
por ejemplo.
I think it was fascinating. Cronenberg. Why does Cronenberg have to make
Cronenberg.
body horror film to satisfy his audience?
¿Por qué Cronenberg tiene que hacer películas de terror corporal para satisfacer
No,
a su
no.
público?
No lo digo en ese sentido.
No, I don't mean that.
Que nos extraña un poco el cambio. Que
We're a bit surprised at the change.
Positivo en algún.
Positive in some aspects.
Well, I mean, Road to the Stars. What they call Map of the Stars.
Map.
Mapa de
Quizás.
estrellas.
I liked it.
Exacto.
I liked it. Better
A mí
than
me
most
gustó.
films.
Más que muchas otras películas.
And now his new film, I think, will satisfy the Cronenberg audience.
Nueva película creo que va a
One's going to be shown in Cannes because it's going back to things that people, oh, it's Cronenberg.
Que vuelve a cosas que la gente asocia.
I think people were disturbed that he wasn't delivering them. They went to the McDonald's to get a burger, but they didn't. They got a chicken Kiev.
Bueno, pues es como si fueran McDonald's para que le dieran una hamburguesa cuando estaban buscando un pollo.
You know, so they didn't. But you know, they want that sort of film. And Bernardo had the same problem after we did The Last Emperor, Shooting Sky. Then okay, my legs are bad. I can't walk anymore. I want to make a film, a smaller film. So we made a small film in Tuscany, Stealing Beauty. Oh, what's happened to Bertolucci? Then his legs got worse, and we made a film in an apartment called The Dreamers. Oh, why is Bertolucci not delivering it? But life changes as you get older, you know, and your brain changes and your physicality changes. So, you know, that people maybe reinterpret things that did not, they don't understand the source of what's happening in the person's life. Maybe the wife has died, David Cronenberg's wife died, you have a different point of view, you change your mind, you're an artist, you're not thinking about this, thinking about other things, people want you to think about that, but you want to think about this. It's always like that.
Ahora para terminar, me gustaría que me dijeras qué película cambió tu mirada como espectador cuando eras adolescente, joven.
Please tell me which movie changed your gaze
si hay alguna.
As an audience of a film, if there is any, when you were young.
When I was young. Well, of course, I loved Walt Disney films because my father showed me lots of Walt Disney films.
Veía muchas películas porque mi padre no paraba de enseñarme películas.
You know, they're enchanting.
Eran encantadoras.
And still enchanting.
Y siguen siéndolo.
And then, of course, films that didn't change my life as young. You know, I loved the films of Joe Losey. I discovered Joe Losey. I discovered cinema that I hadn't seen through my my life with my father.
Cine después descubrí que no había visto.
So it's a whole range of films. When I saw a Cedric Gray film, Chess Player. When I saw or when I saw you know, Kurosawa films.
Películas de Kurosawa.
When I saw those films,
todas esas películas.
And then when I discovered Italian neorealistic films,
las películas neorrealistas italianas.
You know, it was like, you know, wow, you know, I'd been used to what you saw in the cinemas as like normal, like what people get now, normal films that they go and see as entertainment. And then suddenly somebody opens the box to you, go through that little hole, and a whole other world it's like literature. You know, you can read popular rubbish, and then you can read the great, and you can read Moby Dick. Okay? You know, so but not until you've read a lot of the others do you understand what Moby Dick is.
Thank you very much.